What should an ideal global partnership for development following up on the MDGs look like?
You know, if I could respond in one sentence to this question, we would have solved all the problems and there would be no need to meet here. But the fact that we meet now at this Global Cooperation Forum is perhaps the beginning of an answer. What we need is really the possibility of having a comprehensive and inclusive dialogue, which means, of course, the institutions, the states, but also the other active partners who perhaps have been much less present in previous engagements such as the MDGs. And I'm thinking in particular of civil society and private sector, which have to come into a discussion for a future where development cooperation in terms of traditional ODA is shrinking, but the interchanges and flows between countries, north-south, south-south, keep growing in complexity and diversity.
What challenges and opportunities do you see for effectiveness of development cooperation with the emerging post-2015 development agenda?
Let me talk first about the opportunity. I think the opportunity we have now is to recapture those elements that, while contained in the Millennium Declaration, didn't appear sufficiently in the Millennium Development Goals, which has to do with all the underlying governance and accountability structures, including, of course, respect for human rights in the new agenda. I would argue that conflict, tensions, discriminations, and violations are closely linked, and that it is when human rights are respected and protected that the stable, sustainable development can proceed. So if we move one step further beyond the Rio +20 discourse of a three-pillar environmental, social, and economic development agenda, we have to make sure that we include the governance and respect for the international agreements and values into this future agenda. The challenge? Well, the challenge is translating it into reality. And for that, I think we will need strong accountability mechanisms, mutual reporting and responsibility, so that amongst parties and through the engagement of the international community at one level, but also the engagement of the beneficiaries and civil society at the other, we create a real link of, and I would say even a web of accountability that allows to translate good intentions into real difference on the ground.